Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Siska Suprihatin from Management 24C. Today, I want to share about a very important macroeconomic topic, which is national income. So, what exactly is national income? Basically, it is the total income received by all production factor owned by the citizen of a country within 1 year. This includes all earnings from producing goods and services, both inside and outside the country. According to some experts, for example, Richard Dufresne said that national income is the final result of all production activity within a certain period. Meanwhile, Sodono Sukirno says national income is the income received by all households from providing production factor during 1 year. Now, why do we need to know and calculate national income? There are several important reasons to assess how well our country economy is doing, help the government plan development, measure economic growth over time, compare prosperity between regions or countries, and of course, as a basis for economic policy like fiscal and monetary policies. National income consists of several components: wages and salaries from workers, rent from land or buildings, interest from capital, business profit from entrepreneur, and income from abroad such as remittance from Indonesian works overseas. Besides that, there are some important concepts we need to know, like GDP or gross domestic product, which measure the value of goods and service product with the country regardless of the owner. Then there's GNP or gross national product, which is GDP plus income from abroad. National income itself is GNP minus depreciation and indirect tax. There's also personal income, which is the income actually received by people after some deduction, and disposable income, which is the income available for spending after direct tax are deducted. When it comes to calculating national income, there are three common methods: the production method, which sums up the value added from all production sector; the income method, which adds up all incomes from production factors like wages, rent, interest, and profit; and the expenditure method, which totals all spending on final goods and services. Factors that influence national income include natural and human resource, technology and innovation, economic and political stability, investment and public savings, and government policies. National income data is very important because it serves as a benchmark for public welfare, determines development priority, helps investors assess a country potential, and is used by international institutions like the IMF and World Bank for comparison and economic aid. As example, in 2024, Indonesian GDP was around 12 trillion. However, even with a high GDP, there is still a significant income gap So not everyone feels the same prosperity. That's why it's not enough to just look at GDP. We also need to consider personal income and disposable income to better understanding the condition of society. So friends, national income is not just number in economic reports, but a reflection of the welfare and economic strength of our country. By understanding this, we can be more critical and actively contribute to Indonesian development in the future. Thank you for listening. I hope this is useful. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.